Rehabilitated sea turtles eagerly swam back into the Gulf this morning. Hundreds of visitors and locals gathered on the Cape San Blas shoreline and waited for what they thought would be the release of 2 sea turtles. As News 13's Grace Velez tells us, today's release kicked off with a plot twist.
2 sea turtles were scheduled to be released Tuesday morning. That actually turned into the release of 7 sea turtles, leaving hundreds in attendance with a unique experience they'll never forget.
I was expecting maybe 2 little turtles like this, but then they brought out the big boys. As long as him almost.
The release was a first for the Hutzel brothers, who have been visiting Cape San Blas with their families for a decade.
Just the intricacy of all the designs and the shells and the scales. Just amazing, just absolutely beautiful.
Pip and Mariana were originally the only 2 cleared for Tuesday's release, but they were joined by fellow rescues Point Dexter, Rump Roast, Squeak, Maisie, and Simon.
We actually were able to bring 5 more, so we had a nice little surprise for everybody. We had 3 juvenile green sea turtles, 1 juvenile Kemp's Ridley sea turtle, 2 subadult loggerheads.
The crowds even got to witness a rarity, an adult Kemp's Ridley sea turtle named Simon.
They're critically endangered, and so every Kemp's Ridley is special, but especially as they get older. We also just don't typically see adult animals in general being stranded or hooked at piers or anything like that, so an adult is rare, and adult Kemp's is even more rare.
Volunteers instructed the onlookers to check out Simon's tail, which indicates his gender. Another highlight was the release of Maisie, who has been in the Gulf World Marine Institute's care since the mass cold stunning in January.
She had an entanglement around one of her front flippers, and that's why she had to get a little bit of extra TLC just to make sure that wound healed up really nicely. And it's great. She's chunky, she's feisty, she's ready to go.
Each turtle was rescued with a variety of ailments, from hooks and flippers, other entanglements, pneumonia, stranding, and more. And for the diligent Gulf World Marine Institute volunteers, Tuesday's release was just the start of a long day of saving turtles. They'll spend the rest of their day performing exams and caring for the 5 remaining sea turtles at the Institute. The Gulf World Marine Institute operates on the same property as the Gulf World Marine Park. And although the property is up for sale, it's important to remember the nonprofit organization is completely separate from the Marine Park. And although there may be a physical transition in their future, they are still operating with the same mission.
We are a nonprofit. Our rehab operations are still operational at this time, and so we do appreciate any and all support. Just imagine your pet, and that's how expensive turtles are too.
In Gulf County, Grace Velez, News 13, Panhandle Strong.
Antibiotics and care for these animals is costly, and the nonprofit appreciates any help they can get. To learn more about the Gulf World Marine Institute and how you can help, go to our website, mypanhandle.com.